WRTR Real Talk Radio. Featured guest DJs. Original shows. Music news. The hottest DJs from around the world.
Welcome back, Blacks, to a new week here on WRTR Real Talk Radio. Thanks for joining us again. Well, we made the day for y'all. And some of y'all armpits have arrived. It's not summer. It's not hot. I ain't cracked a sweat yet. How your whole ass armpits thinking like this already? How is this happening? I'm just saying, hibernation over, bitches.
I don't use deodorant either.
Oh.
I stopped using it. I'm stopped using it.
No wonder.
Look at Larry's face. I was gonna say, was you frozen for a minute? It looked like he was frozen for a minute. Like,
no, that wasn't the Wi-Fi that time. I was looking at you like you was crazy in real life.
Frozen in disbelief.
Nah, I put deodorant on. I don't play that. The mood is giving allergies. My allergies been messing with me all week. Last week too.
Why?
I just took some.
You don't take nothing for it.
Zyrtec. Yeah, but this happens every spring. Every time spring come around, spring, summer.
Well, sometimes your body can become immune to your allergy medicine, so you might want to try to switch it up too. Because I know I used to take Claritin, and then that stopped working, and then Zyrtec me, please.
Right.
This is not an ad. By the way. Ain't no sponsorships, bitch.
I know that's right.
But if y'all want to,
a mess.
Call us. I don't know what my mood is. I would say slightly angry, and it has to do with the fact that I'm cutting sugar out of my diet. I've cut sodas out completely. And I'm already.
You need a little bit of sugar in your tank.
Oh, I am sugar, spice, and everything nice.
Wow.
Yeah. So, you like that, right? Anyways, Black Facts. I'll start off with Smokey Joe Williams, born April 6th.
Not you skipping me.
Oh, did you want to go?
I'm hanging up, baby. I'm hanging up. Nobody asked me my mood.
Shit, I forgot.
Everybody hates
that sugar.
It is.
That sugar.
It is. It's the sugar withdrawals. I'm sorry. See.
Anyway, my motherfucking mood is feeling displaced.
Sorry.
I
love you, mean it.
A real chill mood, figuring things out for myself because life be life, but you gotta keep on pushing. So that's what I've been doing. I've been in a real chill vibe, just figuring some shit out.
I love self-awareness. I don't
know if y'all heard that.
Stop. Oh, I didn't hear nothing. What was
crazy?
No, you good?
You didn't hear anything?
I heard I heard some crying in the background.
Ain't no babies over here. Don't do that.
Like it was a baby.
The kitchen been ripped to smithereens. Okay.
Oh my god. Okay, so I didn't forget nobody. Sugar got me bad. Black Fact of the week: Smokey Joe Williams, born April 6th, back in 1886 in Texas. And he died in 1951. He was an American baseball player who was an early star of the Negro Leagues. Williams was a 6'4" right-handed pitcher who combined a high-velocity fastball with very good control. Williams was occasionally called Cyclone as a nickname, like Smokey, derived from the speed of his pitch. So, Smokey Joe, that's mine. Who's going next?
Did you know Ken Johnson invented the card game Phase 10 in 1982? And if those who do not know what that game is, it is nothing but fun, especially when you're playing it at family functions. So he started the game manufacturing company with his parents in his parents' basement in 1979. His first successful card game came in 1982 when he invented Phase 10. Since its release, Phase 10 has been translated into more than 20 languages and sold in more than 30 countries. According to the press release, the card game sells over 2 million Phase 10 deck each year. Get your money, boo.
I know that's right.
I don't know if he's still alive, but get your money, boo.
Get your money.
So wait, is Phase 10 like okay?
You
so
never played
I've
Phase 10 before?
No. I've played it, but I'm trying to. I've always categorized it with like the Uno family and stuff like that, and
That's
Parker Brothers.
Oh, it takes a long
It's
time to play that joint. You can play that joint for hours, literally.
Oh, okay.
Yep.
I haven't played it in a long time,
It's
and like
fun.
I remember,
True.
like the time that I played it, I just played it like it was recent. It was. I think I played it for my 40th birthday, and that was like my first time playing it.
All right.
Yeah.
What I learned, Black, something current actually. Cowboy Carter becomes the first album by a Black woman to top the country charts.
You damn right it did.
As expected, Beyonce has debuted at number 1 on the Billboard 200 with Cowboy Carter, marking the biggest sales for an album so far in 2024. Cowboy, which released on March 29th, arrives with 407,000 equivalent album units, giving Beyonce her 8th topper on the chart. It marks the highest performing bow since Taylor Swift's 1989, which moved 1.6 million units upon release in November, and earns Beyonce her biggest streaming week ever.
Yeah. You know what? In my segment, I'm gonna drag them for that because that's what my segment gonna be about this week. Mm-hmm. Yeah, yes. You know it.
She's the first Black woman to chart number 1 on
them white people are sick.
The country charts. Yep.
Sick.
Congrats to B. She done made history.
Them white people are sick and shook.
She done made history again.
Beyonce came in, she stole all your things.
Look at Lyric.
Just saying.
It just annoys me that it took her to do it, though. Like, there's always been Black country artists out,
right? Yeah, but it's
for the past 20 years. You know, that's disappointing to me.
If anybody was gonna do it, it was gonna be that one.
Because it's her. It's Beyonce.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah,
it's Beyonce. That's why it's Beyonce.
She came
they say
in and grabbed.
racism doesn't exist.
Exactly.
I cannot.
Anyway, moving right along. If it were Lyric.
What is a historical fact that you wish more people knew? I'll go first. I wish more people understood the history of race and reproductive justice and how oppression has been facilitated through the wombs of Black women. For example, the hereditary slave law of 1662, which determined that your status as an enslaved or a free person is dependent upon the status of your mother. Even consenting to sex and reproduction were not rights that were granted to Black women who were often forced to bear the children of their enslavers, or to be separated from their own children while raising the offspring of their enslavers. I wish that more people knew that the gynecological industry was founded on the torture of Black women. Enslaved women were forced to undergo barbaric experimental surgeries, often without anesthesia, which led to advancements in reproductive health care. I wish more people knew about Black women like Fannie Lou Hamer, who was subjected to forced sterilization, a practice that was once so common in the South that Mississippi gave it a nickname. And to this day, racism still creates a barrier between Black women and reproductive health care. Black women are 3 times more likely to die during childbirth than white women. We're also less likely to have health insurance or access to prenatal care. And statistics regarding poor outcomes for Black mothers and children are treated as a matter of individual or communal failure when they're really a result of inequity.
Maybe not what you should do, but definitely she would if it were Lyric.
What's going on, guys? It's your girl, Miss Lyric, and I'm back with my segment, If It Were Lyric, where I discuss your situationships, your relationships, your friendships, and everything in between. Now, if you want to send me your advice questions, please do not hesitate to send them to lyricbravado@gmail.com or DM me on my Twitter, on my Instagram, or on my Facebook at Lyric Bravado. Now let's get into it.
Okay, so this is from an anonymous person. Dear Lyric, my brother, 8 years younger, has been hooked on drugs and in and out of jail for decades. Our father passed away 5 years ago. My brother lived with him in a different state until then. Prior to that, he stole from our mother and from me repeatedly. He's a criminal and is currently in jail. When he's not in jail, he is homeless. Of course, the only time we hear from him is when he needs some money. To top it off, my special needs son recently passed away. Of course, my wife and I are devastated, although we have come to terms with the fact that he is in a better place. With my brother back in jail, the focus has gone back to him. I have always tried to be a good brother, but I have now completely washed my hands with him. At this point, I need peace in my life, and as long as he is in mine, I will never have it. This crushes my mother, but it's how I feel, right or wrong. I don't feel that just because someone is family, it gives them the right to make others miserable. I would love to know your thoughts on this.
Baby, you just gave yourself your own answer. Your peace of mind is
right
everything. There. And sometimes right there, you gotta love people from a distance, and that is okay. Because guess what? If you're not okay for yourself, how you gonna take care and love and be able to be there for somebody else if you're not okay? Especially coming from somebody who's making your life miserable. No, get that space that you need. There needs to be some degree of separation. He needs to get his shit together, and if he does not decide to do that, hey, you still love your brother, but you don't have to have him all up in your business.
All right,
and I stand by that.
All right, next one. Dear Lurk, literally spelled Lurric for whatever black ass reason. Anyways.
Bye.
Just call me Surah. Okay. Lurk and Surah. Just call me Surah. This is my question.
Are they from the DMV area?
Oh, well, shit. I'm just now picking up on that. Okay. Surah and Lurk. Oh, I see what y'all doing. Good job. Good job.
It's giving DC, baby.
Yeah, good job. Good job. All right, so Sora wants to know this. My sister has become a pick-me, and I have no idea how to tell her. I've listened to a few episodes, and you seem to be able to deliver something hard that can sound nice. She complains regularly on social media about not having a man, posting thirst traps, love quotes, and even some pictures I don't think should be posted on the same timeline with our aunties as mutual friends. She talks a lot about men not being shit, but wanting to find quote unquote the one. And I know if I tell her, but you're being a damn pick-me, it's going to make smoke and she's going to run and tell family shit I don't want them to know. How would you, if it were you, how would you say this in a way that ain't got my daughter growing up without her cousins? Love the show. You all get me through my week. Love, Surah. Yes, now I agree. Surah.
First of all, Surah, she's the exact opposite. What a pick-me does everything against what you say that she is doing. A pick-me agrees with everything that a man says. A pick-me tries to like emulate what they think a man would want. That doesn't sound like the case here. It sounds like she's being a little thotty online, posting pictures and doing that whole love, live, laugh type of meme posting.
Oh, I hate those pillows.
Not gonna get it. Young. Let me tell you. That's not gonna be the way to get it. If you don't want to have a conversation with her, tell her to listen here, or she can like listen to an all male podcast and she'll get her answers then. Because like, listen, men like to look at stuff like that. Oh, they'll look at it. That might even hit that joint.
Yeah.
But it's not much material.
Certainly ain't.
It's not. They want a lady in the streets, but a freak in the bed. Meaning, if everybody has access to it, baby, I don't want it. You outside. You for the outside. You for everybody.
You for the
so streets. She needs to understand that. Like, you thinking you posting your ass and thirst traps and this, that, and the third is going to land you on. Oh, yeah, it's going to land you on who's going to want to fuck. That's it.
Ooh.
Then they're going to throw you back in that lake because there's other fish in the sea. So that's my advice to you, boo-boo. Have a conversation with her because don't let her go out like Willie Lump Lump. She need to clean herself up and act accordingly if she wants a man.
Or at least get paid for it like Ticketman and his OnlyFans.
I ain't got nothing to do with that.
I guess. Whatever.
All right. So mine says, Dear Lyric, please keep me anonymous. because I do not know what to do about this situation. I met a guy online, and it turns out he is a massive liar. He's lied about everything, including being married. We met up, we had a date, we kissed. That was it. I feel disgusted. I ended up finding out about his lies. He said that he is not divorced, just separated, but he lied about that. When I asked him if he had any exes or anything like that, that was the perfect time for him to bring all of this up. He's even lied about where he was born and where he grew up, like a whole bunch of other stuff. And I have no idea why he would lie about all of these things. It's weird. But most importantly, my skin crawls every time I think about the fact that we kissed and he's still married. Should I reach out and try to find his wife online to let her know what type of person that she married, or should I just leave it alone? What should I do?
Oh, girl, here we go.
Yeah. First of all, if it's not somebody that you know, like on the street, why are you that pressed? Exactly. I wouldn't be looking up nobody. I wouldn't be investigating. I would chuck it up as a loss, take your L, and move on with your life, and be glad that you caught the red flags from the very beginning, because it could have been bad. It could have been worse. You could have fell in love with him and got pregnant by him, and then been stuck with the liar for the rest of your life. Count your blessings. Don't be chasing and looking and trying to be a detective and find that man's wife. Leave well enough alone, because 9 times out of 10, baby, the wife already know. That's probably why they're separated already.
You know, he made the commitment to her and she made the commitment to him. You ain't got nothing to do with that. You saw it for what it was.
And guess what? At the end of the day, you can reach out all you want to. Guess what? It could go 2 ways. 1, she'll be like, oh, she'll be thankful. 2, she gonna get mad at you and be like, drop your location. I'm gonna pull up and whoop your ass. It could only go 2 ways. Girl, keep yourself safe. Be glad that you found out everything that you needed to find out early on. Live your life and find somebody who's going to not be married, because that's the goal. And find somebody who has the same values and morals that you have. And I wish you the best of love and luck.
Right. Marriages are bad for your relationships.
What? What?
That's all that I have this week. I appreciate y'all for sending me all of your advice questions to me. They mean so much and they're so hilarious. But please, I need to remind you to keep them brief, because we're not reading chapter books up here. Thank you. Send them to my Gmail at lyric@gmail.com. And you can also send them to my Instagram, my Facebook, and my Twitter DM.
Well, y'all know how this goes. Time to troll TikTok.
So last month was also recognized as Teen Dating Violence Awareness Month, so let's talk about some common signs of abuse. Disclaimer, you are never at fault for falling victim or being vulnerable to an abuser. Absolutely not. However, it can be helpful to understand certain things to look for when you are dating somebody. First is controlling behavior. This one can be hard to spot, especially in heterosexual relationships, because traditionalism and heteronormativity normalizes men being seen as authority figures. But your partner should not be your leader. They do not get to tell you what to wear, where to go, or who to hang out with. Speaking of who you hang out with, isolation is a big one. Abusers don't want you near anybody who cares enough to tell you that you deserve better. If you find that your partner tries to prevent you from hanging out with the people that you love, then that flag is bright red with sequins, jealousy, and or possessiveness. You know you aren't doing anything wrong or untrustworthy, but you're constantly being inundated with accusations. That is also a red flag, especially if it manifests in anger or invading your privacy. And lastly, any form or display of emotional or physical aggression. This includes kicking, hitting, shoving, name calling, or any degrading insults, as well as destroying your property, threatening you, threatening to harm themselves, trying to physically prevent you from leaving a space, trying to restrain you, belittling your goals or aspirations, and not respecting your physical or emotional boundaries even during moments of intimacy. All or even one of these things are common signs of escalating abuse. Y'all stay safe. I love y'all.
If it's on your timeline, he's already seen it. Time to troll with Tigger Man.
Hey, welcome to this week's segment of Trolling with your boy Tigger Man. Guess I'll start off with, I'm not sure if y'all heard about it, or watched it, but the little docu-series about what's called Quiet on Set.
Oh my God.
Nickelodeon
Oh
Quiet on
my
Set.
God. Did I ever?
But yeah, it was just basically a documentary about what was going on behind the scenes on the off air with the Nickelodeon kids and the former exec Dan Snyder. They had the Nickelodeon kids doing inappropriate things on camera and off camera, in which us watching as young kids, we watching it and not realize what's going on. Did
you watch this shit back as an adult?
Yes, you've been watching back as an adult, and you were like, these kids were doing inappropriate things on TV, and they probably they didn't even know they were doing it.
We didn't even know they were doing it.
Yes. And you know, like some of the kids consist of
Ariana Grande.
That
whole thing with the potato and the foot and all of that shit. I was like, oh my God.
Yo, yeah. So basically there was like one scene where she was thirsty and she had a bottle of water and she laid her head at the foot of the bed and just started pulling the water all on her chest and her face and everything. Towards some, water, something.
But you know what? As you know, I guess I wasn't even in that mindset to think like that because I'm not a fucking predator. And it's something to be said for how just creepy all of that is. They talked about how sliming is supposed to be a cum shot or whatever.
Cum shot.
Yeah. And I can remember being a kid and thinking, wow, I want to get slimed. I want to do this, that,
exactly.
And
but now you look back at it now and you look at it, you was like, damn, I didn't realize this.
And how many other pervos were in on the joke? How many other people knew that this was going down?
It was several.
That's what I'm saying.
And some of the kids' parents knew they were doing inappropriate things too, but didn't come out and say anything because they wanted their child to be a star. And so they really didn't say anything about it.
Place in hell.
And now, since some of these kids are, all these kids are grown now, some of them have fucked up lives now. There was a lot of colorism that was going on behind scenes. He was also degrading a lot of the female workers.
Yep. And then every time it was a little black boy, they always had them in like very tight fitting clothes. You old pervert, you have to be a special kind of fucked up to even relate to shit like this. And I wonder how many other pervos of the 90s watched that shit and were secretly getting off on that shit too. See?
Exactly.
You just like taking my whole childhood, wrapped it up into something nasty, and then just
it was crazy. But after that aired, he did actually watch it. And so he made a public announcement after he watched the documentary addressing the allegations that took place or whatever. And he just said he was just like very sorry for everything that happened, what he did. He know it was wrong and how it impacted those kids' lives as they grown up to be adults now. And he just made a public apology about it. He never went to jail for it, but he got fired. They got rid of him. They finally got rid of him years later. They got rid of him, but they finally got rid of him.
The power in whiteness alone has absolutely no limits, like none whatsoever. He's done all of these heinous things. Multiple people get up and they like, yeah, girl, so this is what happened, and all of these stories match up. And he's a white man with power, with influence, and does absolutely no jail time.
Yes.
Interesting.
Okay, next I have up is 50 Cent.
Wow.
50 Cent is now seeking full custody of his and Daphne Joy's son after she was named as one of Diddy's sex workers in the lawsuit or whatever. So Daphne went to social media and posted. She just basically went off on 50 Cent on social media, just saying that everything is a joke until our safety is compromised, which is happening now. You are wreaking real havoc, frenzy, and chaos on the people's lives. How would you feel if Sire, which is their son, was the one in handcuffs for nothing? We moved to New York to give you the opportunity to be a father to your son, and you saw him 10 times out of the 2 years that we lived 1 mile away from you. I am tired of upholding and protecting an image to our son that you have never even earned. Let's put the real focus on your true evil actions of raping me and physically abusing me. You are no longer my oppressor, and my God will handle you from this point on. You have permanently damaged the last hope I have yet for you as a father to preserve our family with these last and final false claims made against me. You have broken our hearts for the last and final time. Yes,
that is a brag.
And I said 50 off the hook though, because
good for you, Steph.
He forever posting shit on social media, coming for people.
I tell you what, Hollywood has turned on the lights, and all of these roaches is scattering. Let me tell you that.
He said roaches.
He said roaches. They done turned on the lights and everything running.
Speaking of Diddy. So he just recently went to social media, finally commenting and just posting stuff on social media after that whole little raid thing. And so he, this fool, posted a video, a snippet of one of his old videos from his song called Victory, where I guess it took place a post-apocalyptic Earth. I think it was like 3002 or whatever, of him being chased by the police.
First off, you're not going to be alive that long. Secondly, why are you talking to us if it's not anything other than an explanation? And third, what is victorious about what you are going through right now, sir? Show me. Tell me. Explain to me what it is. What is virtuous? What's going on?
Exactly. I just thought that was funny though, but he just letting y'all know that they didn't get me yet. They can keep coming, but they're not gonna get me. That's what I got from under that whole video post he did.
Creepy.
Exactly. And speaking of Diddy, his son, King,
we have to.
he's now being sued for sexual assault. And the alleged victim claims that she has audio recordings of him forcing himself on her during a yacht party. So he's being sued for sexual assault.
I mean, it is what it is. But you know what? It is a lawsuit. So basically, the people, it sounds to me like they're looking for money more so than...
Yeah, that's what it is. That's what it is.
I mean, but when you are in that position, you have to act accordingly. You can't be out here wilding out and doing like everybody else. I'm sorry, you can't. And I just hate that kid had Diddy as a role model with you. I just hate it.
It might just be a lawsuit, but people got to realize that that the feds don't spin unless there's major charges. He has major charges on him and RICO charges.
Yes.
So it's a little bit different. Diddy
I totally get that. I get that. And trust me, we'll get into it during Real Talk. Go ahead.
Diddy dun dun.
Exactly. Okay, so next we have up Okay, so next we have up Jonathan Majors. He just avoided jail time. Remember for that whole assault and harassment trial
he shouldn't have got
that
nothing.
He was going through. So instead of him going to jail, the actor he went to court on Monday in New York with his attorney and his girlfriend, Megan Good, by his side. The judge sentenced him to a 1-year intervention program that'll be completed in LA. As part of his program, he'll have to do 12 months of counseling, 1 session per week over the course of 52 weeks. The DA's office says if he doesn't comply with the conditions set there here, he could face time behind bars. So he's just doing this whole 12-month program.
Oh, that's good.
Yeah, so that's good. He avoided jail time.
The white girl.
Exactly. Okay, next up we have Universal Music Group is facing a new lawsuit. And it all has to do with Mary J. Blige's famous song Real Love. Y'all remember that song? I'm searching for a real love. There's a lawsuit that's being filed stating that they basically stole the song, the music.
She's searching for a lawyer.
Exactly.
Yeah. So it's supposedly sampled in an older song. This is according to legal documents. A company called Tough America Inc., which owns Tough City Records, is suing the music publishing giant, claiming it sampled their song "Impeach the President." And so I guess the sample sounds just like Mary J. Blige's Real Love song. So they are being sued. So they're being sued for that.
We don't know her.
No. We don't know her either. We don't know her either. So yeah. Okay, so next we have the City Girls. I know y'all heard about the little back and forth on social media between JT and Young Miami.
Unfortunately.
And it included Saucy Santana too. So anyway,
she stuck an iPhone at this time.
So the whole little argument back and forth on social media started after Saucy Santana responded to a post a Nicki Minaj fan page shared. In his response, he alluded that there will be a TV show that discusses the Diddy-related allegations against Young Miami. JT then responded to his tweet warning that her name better not be mentioned. She accused Santana of giving himself a position of power. In response, Saucy clarified that he thought that the fan page was referencing Puff in those allegations. He also asked JT what the fuck was she talking about? And JT followed up by telling Santana reread her comment that she posted.
All of that back and forth.
Yeah. She then shared a post saying what happens in the dark always come to light. Meanwhile, Santana continued to clarify his comments in his feed. He accused JT of unblocking him just to throw him into the mix. He later told JT he doesn't need to be mentioned in her exchange with Miami. Young Miami then popped in and said, "A bitch been sneak dissing me for weeks and I ain't say shit. What a bitch mad at me for?" Because you know they not a group no more. You know they
publicity stunts. I know stunts when I see them. Who's going to come out with an album? Y'all gotta recognize game. I ain't paying attention to none of that shit.
I noticed that too.
None of it.
But
because guess what? All y'all got each other's numbers in real life.
In real life.
Oh, no. But check this out though. After she just released her little song, then she goes on social media and posts everything cool between them two now. And they talked on the phone. They had a phone call.
Of course.
So that was the whole thing. Yeah, we already knew that.
Game.
Yep. So anyway, they done made up now.
Get motherfuckers name in the blogs and get their name popping and trending on motherfucking Twitter. So now I can release my song. Because what? You already got me on your mind now.
Exactly.
I paid that shit in what?
Low key, we could have been doing. We could have been rich by now because we could have drummed up some of this bullshit they've been doing.
They was probably sitting in the same room.
I cannot. And then Ray J. So do we have Ray J and Princess Love again? Ray J and Princess Love again. Okay, so remember a while back when I mentioned something about them filing for divorce or whatever again. Ray J has reportedly responded to Princess Love's latest divorce filing with court request of his own. Ray J, whose real name is Willie Ray Norwood, responded to Love's divorce. I know, right? Responded to Love's divorce filing. This was on April 4th, actually. Norwood is requesting that he and Love share joint legal and physical custody of their two children, Melody and Epic.
Who?
Melody and Epic. Melody is 5 years old and their son Epic is 4. Additionally, Norwood is requesting that spousal support between him and Love be determined at a later date. Furthermore, the singer is also asking that he and his estranged wife be allowed to split several of their assets. This includes miscellaneous jewelry and other personal effects. And Ray J earrings since their date of separation.
Oh my God. Did you say earrings? No.
I did.
Negro.
I did.
Oh my God.
I did.
Earrings.
Yes,
okay.
earrings. I meant earnings. My bad. Look, my allergies mess with my eyes.
Well, now I'm gonna be doing my taxes talking about words say total earrings.
Yeah, I'm a fuck lyric up. I'm a fuck lyric up. Yo, I'm done with her. Stop, you messing me up. But anyway, that wraps it up for this week's segment. We're trolling with your boy Tigger Man.
Up next.
Look, you don't do that. You messing me up. I'm hot now.
Okay. Up next, my segment. I don't know what I'm gonna call it. We'll go with it. What?
I gotta stop laughing.
I'm just saying that is the name of this episode. Total earrings. Yeah, because thank you for that comedy gold, Tigger Man.
Whatever.
I don't understand comments like this. I just wish the race crap would stop on both sides. What both sides are you talking about? Are black people out here creating legislation so that white people can't exist? Are black people out here denying loans because people are white? Are police officers out here unaliving unarmed white people because they're white? Did black people create a system just so that they can have privileges and white people can't? What both sides are you talking about? See, every time black people talk about race, here comes somebody talking about, oh, we need to stop this on both sides. Ain't no both sides. See, black people experience racism, so they're going to talk about their experiences. What the hell do you mean, both sides? Black people being prejudiced towards white people make them uncomfortable, but it doesn't stop them from existing. When white people do racist bullshit to black people, it's dangerous. We can get unalive for it. We can't even go to the park without a white person coming to us and saying some dumb shit. We can't even sell water without a white person coming to us and saying some dumb shit. We can't even go to a store without a white person following us and watching us. We can't sleep in our house or eat some ice cream in our apartment without us having to worry that we can be unalived by a police officer. See, white folks don't walk out here in these streets wondering if they're going to make it home because they're white. But black folks, we play Russian roulette with our lives every time we walk into public with a bunch of white people because we don't know which one of the white people might be the snake. White people don't have to experience that. So there's no both sides. You want us to stop talking about the race stuff? Tell white people to stop being racist. That is all.
Marcus has your glimpse into a world without seasoning.
Has your dog started going crazy yet? Because you know it's time
no,
for
he's
my
not in the
segment.
room. He's not in the room.
Every time. All right. A couple of y'all have called me out on changing up the name of this segment. I've called it the caucasity. I've called it unseasoned behavior. And I think I even played around and I called it black ass white people. But, you know, since I've been inconsistent, I figure why not challenge my creativity, y'all? So I'm going to call it something different each week, depending on the subject matter for my think piece. So this week, we're going with Cowfolk Colonized. That's what I'm going to call it. Cowfolk Colonized.
Oh my God.
So, in the realm of music, the power of art lies not only in its ability to entertain, but also in its capacity to challenge social norms and provoke thought. Cowboy Carter's latest album has managed to do just that, sparking controversy and discomfort in the hearts of many in white America. Now, seriously, all jokes aside, as a black individual navigating the complexities of race and identity, the impact of Cowboy Carter's music resonates deeply. Like, honestly, I mean, it sheds light on the underlying tensions and prejudices that continue to pervade society. With her coming up with this album, the part of this that's especially delicious to me is the fact that it came in and colonized the colonizers. So think about it. White people, they was 10 spurs down in between, sitting there so upset and angry that this black woman had the nerve to come and ruin their hoedown by just being black and showing up. They've been mad Beyonce has stomped in and not only reminded the hoes that we built this too, but she said, and we do it better.
Period.
Yeah, I mean, she is country. She's musical. She's black. She's amazing, and she is ours. So deal with it. That's it for Cal Folk Colonized this week on WRTR Real Talk Radio. I'm thinking, why not challenge the creativity a little bit? America, second half up next.
Now, apparently, y'all love to hear me talk about my hometown, D.C., because a lot of my good girlfriends has been hitting me up saying, Lonnie, they want a D.C. nigga. Now, you be careful when you looking for you a D.C. nigga, okay? Because there's two parts of D.C. that you can get pertaining to homeboy, okay? Yeah, you can get the internet D.C. nigga, or you can get the DC street nigga. Now, the internet DC nigga, okay, that's more so the new generation, the dude that's caught up on the trends of the world. Now, the DC street nigga, that's more likely a OG or a young nigga that got the spirit of an OG. Now, you're not gonna hear no solid DC nigga say shit like my guy. Nah, that's my guy over there. He ain't gonna say no shit like that. He gonna say Slim, Joe, Bob, or Mo, or that nigga. That's what he gonna say. One thing about a solid DC nigga, they don't switch up their swag for no motherfucking body. They don't give a fuck what nobody out here is listening to. You can listen to Drake, motherfucking Lil Durk. They don't give a fuck. Put that red asses on, overnight scenario, 3 in the morning, the pancake house. Now, when it comes to fashion, okay, yeah, the internet DC, the trendy niggas, oh, they want the Balenciagas, they want the Dior, they want the Celine, they want all that shit they can't pronounce or spell, bitch, okay, yeah. Street DC, they don't give a fuck about none of that shit. We ain't wearing no baloney. They don't even know how to fucking pronounce Balenciaga. They don't want it on their feet. They want them 992s, them New Balance, great, gotta be fresh. They want them Air Maxes in every color. When it comes to fashion and shit, Hugo Boss. That's what the fuck they want. Yeah, the whole motherfucking club look like a Catholic school because everybody dressed alike, but they don't give a fuck long as they in their DC swag. This is the outfit, bitch, okay, yeah. This is a DC motherfucking nigga, bitch, okay, yeah. DC niggas, bitch, they don't change for no motherfucking body. They don't give a fuck what the world doing, bitch, okay? That's a real solid DC nigga. Now, internet DC, they got these Dracos and these ghost sticks. Now, street DC, baby, all they got is a 38, a 9, and a pocket knife. And I know you might laugh with that pocket knife, okay? But them niggas are like mosquitoes. You don't see them coming, but you feel it. They got me. Internet DC, oh, they all over the internet. They taking pictures. They don't even use the phone no more. They calling each other on their lives. Yeah, tell them to come to my live. Tell them to come holler at me. They do shit like that, okay? Street DC, they like, nah, don't put me on the notebook or the telegram. Bitch, it's Facebook and Instagram. So just know, you got internet DC, and then you got real DC. Because everybody wasn't outside when outside was really outside. Welcome to DC.
Take us to work. Take us on the go. Take us wherever you go. WRTR Real Talk Radio.
All right, we're halfway through this week's madness on WRTR Real Talk Radio. So we took a few weeks off, and they want to know if we're good and what we got going on.
I'm okay. I'm just okay. Like I said earlier, my allergies been kicking me, tearing me up, kicking my ass. That's what's been going on right now. Mm-hmm.
Did y'all hear about them damn cicadas? Ooh,
what?
Yeah. Let me tell you something.
I ain't hear nothing about no cicadas.
I do not like bugs as it is. A trillion of them motherfuckers. I can't even fathom a trillion.
Have you
cicadas.
ever had a chocolate cicada? Have you ever tasted
chocolate that
cicada?
shit.
A chocolate cicada? Chocolate fried cicada?
Because we don't walk outside and eat things, just randomly snatch bugs out of the air and eat them. We don't do that.
No, these were actually.
But you know what? The last time they came out, people were grilling them and eating them.
Yeah, I remember.
Roasting them and eating them like chips.
Because there's protein in it.
What the fuck is wrong with these people? I'm not eating no shit like that. I'm telling you that.
Doesn't like how they do like crickets and stuff. Yeah.
I mean, I ain't no bug. Say exactly like what is the purpose? And then you talk about, oh well, it's protein. It's protein.
Well, you know, back then they was eating bugs.
Okay, and that was back.
That was back then. We got other shit we can eat now.
Exactly. Not to mention
and
the
I'm
fact.
adventurous, but I ain't that goddamn adventurous. I don't want that shit.
Is there a shortage of powder? Like, is there a shortage of like
a shortage of powder?
That's what I'm saying. Like, they don't have the powdered protein anymore. Like, is there a shortage? What's going on? Why are y'all eating these bugs? What's happening? What's
The
really
same
going
reason
on?
why you eat bacon.
I eat
I
bacon
think people
because
doing that
What?
shit for content purposes to go
They do.
viral. Because ain't
She
no
said
way you
come.
sitting
They
there
do.
enjoying a roasted cicada for
I had
the
one before.
enjoyment
I
of it.
told you, I had a chocolate fried cicada.
You shouldn't tell that to nobody
Chocolate
else.
fries.
Well, now you just told it. Now you just told it to everybody.
I wanted to taste it. I
You
wanted
done
to see how
told
it
everybody.
tastes.
Right.
Yeah.
People in the Netherlands know you.
Don't knock.
You eat
Don't
nasty
knock it
stuff.
till you try it. Don't knock it till you try it.
Well, I'm
Now I
knocking
gotta
it.
go.
I'm knocking all that shit over because I ain't.
Now I gotta be known worldwide as the dude with the bestie that eats cicadas and shit. God
Well,
damn.
Well,
No, ma'am,
Anyway.
no, sir.
Not at all.
it tastes like chicken.
That's what they say about frog legs, and even that's a lie.
Oh, I had frog.
It
I had
tastes
frog.
like
I like
frog
frog legs. I like frog
Sir,
legs.
we know that you've had everything at this point. So
I
you
like
just
frog
said
legs.
you ate chocolate cicadas. We will never again question your palate and whether or
Don't
not
knock-
you've tried it.
Don't knock it till you try it.
Oh my God.
Have you
All
had
right, come from
pasta?
Detroit.
Oh hell no!
Mm-mm.
Absolutely not. Absolutely not. But I mean, it's possible y'all could have had it when y'all was eating y'all Chinese food.
I mean,
I knew you was gonna say
Dude,
that.
hey,
I knew one of y'all was gonna say
You
it.
probably ordered something.
it wasn't gonna be
from
me.
you could have ordered something from the Chinese place, and it could have been a possum. You never know. You
Okay.
thinking it's
Why
chicken
does it have
or
to be the
pork?
Chinese way?
It's-
I'm just saying.
No comment.
We about to get a whole bunch of hate mail because
I
just
know. I
because you
said
said
no
that.
comment. That's why I
Excuse
said
me.
no comment.
I'm just gonna let you be problematic by
Not all
yourself.
Asians eat.
No
Right.
No comment.
Some of y'all do though. That's a fact. I done watched the Vice documentary on
Yes,
YouTube.
I done seen too. I seen how they had them all packaged up in a little plastic and everything.
Oh my God.
Oh, that ain't the one I seen. I seen where they had the dogs in the cages and they picked one of them dogs out, zapped his ass, and put his ass on the
Oh,
grill.
no, I ain't see that one. I ain't see that one.
Oh, I'm
I
gonna
was
have to
like, oh.
monitor y'all's viewing habits because y'all picking up.
But y'all said,
I don't know what y'all doing.
Whatever.
Jesus. All right. Tim from Detroit wants to know, what are some practices? He says, as a fellow podcaster, what are some practices for podcasting and maintaining chemistry amongst you all?
Say that again.
He wants to know how we maintain chemistry amongst ourselves,
What do you mean?
like
we be
as a
having fun.
podcaster.
Exactly. That's what I'm like. What do you mean?
We be having fun. I think.
Ask him how he make chemistry with his friends.
I mean, I'm just saying we're not any different. I don't think on air than we are pretty much in person.
This is how we are.
Yeah, because I mean, take a man gonna tell you, he gonna say something about Ray J. I'll just say that.
Shut up, bitch. Whatever.
And this is how we talk to each other on a regular day basis.
Exactly.
Like it's just like we don't
We're
treat it as
we're
anything,
actually friends in real life.
but having a conversation with friends.
Yeah.
Right.
We like this, and what you see is what you get.
Unfortunately.
Well, what you hear is what you get. Not used to see it.
I was gonna say, I think I like it better with the camera off. I do. I do
too, because I ain't got to worry about makeup, hair, outfit, none of that shit.
Right.
Period.
It's
Period.
great.
Trying to get
Great.
cute, y'all.
Because all this new growth.
Okay. You got one more time to throw your hair back like a white woman. Up next, the Wi-Fi.
I feel like when I was a kid, adults was way more adultier than what we is. I feel like the only thing we got in common with the old adults is that drinking. We definitely drink like them, but we don't act like them. I feel like they was so serious and so mature. We play too damn much. Then when my son be doing stuff that be getting on my nerves, I be like, bro, chill. Like, bro, chill. Wasn't nobody talking to me like that when I was a kid. And on top of that, I remember one time my son did some bad stuff, right? And I remember like I was trying to stare at him like with a mean face, right? So we both like he's staring at me and I'm staring at him. Y'all, why we bust out laughing? That's how I knew we ain't grown like the OGs. And I feel like they used to do grown shit like smoke cigarettes. And I feel like they look growner. Like I feel like we still kind of look like kids a little bit. Like I'm about to be 30. I got a few more years, but I'm knocking on 30 though. Still wearing a ponytail every day. And they know how to grill and have holidays together. Y'all, we don't be doing none of that shit.
Why do you have roaches?
The Why File.
Why do my children hate me?
On WRTR Real Talk Radio.
Why did my vagina burn?
The truth is out there.
Explaining the unexplained. We're answering why to the questions you know by taking your tweets at WRTR Radio. We take your emails at WRTRradio@gmail.com, and we take your Facebook messages over at Facebook.com/WRTR Real Talk Radio. This is the Why Files. Remember, the truth is out there. Miss Lyric, ladies first.
My why comes from me. Why do husbands gotta be so annoying?
Oh. Oh.
You are about to be in trouble.
Because that's your husband. That's why.
I mean,
that's your husband.
I can't wake up in peace without.
Next week she's gonna be asking why are divorce proceedings so lengthy.
I gotta tickle you. I gotta mess with you. I gotta do all of this stuff. Like,
he said he loved you.
Like
that's called love. That's called love.
You don't have to.
Oh, you a hater.
Am I?
Stop it.
Because I kind of feel like I'm helping the people.
Yeah, you a hater.
Just saying. This why comes from Lance from Delaware. Lance wants to know, why is Andrew Caldwell still a thing? And why is he acting
what? Why?
And why
that's what I want to know.
And why is he acting like we don't know he gay?
Exactly.
Women.
He said he delivered. He said he was delivered.
Okay, so I don't listen to any of their show. So is he still going with the thing? Like, is he really?
He delivered.
Trying to pass himself off as a heterosexual male now?
Yes.
He
talking about
was a bit.
He be talking about, I'm about to get ready to go on my date, y'all. I'm about to meet
I thought this was a comedy
woman. Bit. I don't know if it is or if it ain't. But if it is a comedy bit, it's not funny. And even if it's not, it's sad as shit because we see all through that shit. You might as well be invisible.
Oh my God. This nigga really got people, he's really parading around in Balenciagas and colored contacts talking about he's a straight...
Hold on. He ain't got us doing nothing. We already know what the deal is. He's just delusional.
Know what it is.
No. We know what it is, but what about the other people that really think you can pray the gay away?
Remember that time during COVID, he was like, please wear your mask. He kept calling him a mask.
Because he got that list. Because he's talking with a list. A list. Yeah.
Please wear your mask. I'm
not
serious.
M-A-S-T.
Wear your mask. I'm like, what the fuck is a mask?
Yeah.
How you spell that?
And I know he's gonna say some wild shit. He spelled it right though, but still said it the wrong way.
Yeah.
Oh, I don't have the patience.
I thought you followed him. Don't you follow him?
I was following him at first, and then he kept saying outlandish shit like that. That's another reason why I unfollowed, because I couldn't figure out if he was being truthful or if it was part of his comedy bit. So I was like, well, let me not comment anymore, because some of the things I was saying were like really like mean, but they were meant to be mean, like if it was part of a joke.
Yeah.
Oh, wow.
He posted up with women, like women actually be going on dates with him.
Wow.
I think it's just because they're hungry though, but he be posting pictures and videos on dates and stuff, and I'd be like,
you said it's because they hungry.
Yeah.
What? Y'all ain't eating.
Now you have to be 100%. What woman in their right mind would be interested in that man?
Yeah, the only reason why they're doing that because he's a social media.
Oh wow!
Whatever you
it's definitely for clout, and it's definitely for a meal.
It's for clout.
We not stupid.
Oh wow!
That's the only reason why. So my why comes from me.
What you want to know?
Yo, why the government messing with our internet?
They are.
Something ain't right. Because how all three of our internet and Wi-Fi start acting up at the same time?
Yo,
it don't make sense.
The truth is out there. Oh my God.
The truth is out there.
Did the eclipse?
They spying on what we're doing.
Oh Lord.
I know, right?
Again, that was another thing that pissed me off. You know what? This is why it comes from me.
Oh my God. Yes.
I want to know why it is that y'all Negroes are so prophetic, and it's the second coming with this goddamn eclipse when one happens literally every 18 months. Exactly. But when it happens around America, then all of a sudden all the prayer warriors come out. We supposed to be like repenting and all this other bullshit. Please stop this.
I said enough is enough.
I didn't see any of that. I saw a lot of people like getting emotional, and I'm just looking at them.
Yeah, I was looking like, what?
Problem. Y'all got a mental problem. You sitting there crying because you can't see the sun. You got a mental problem.
No, they said the aliens were supposed to come. They said the aliens were supposed to come.
I never heard that. I watched the news and I was looking at them people like they're retarded. Y'all sitting there crying and hugging and
they was just like on Independence Day.
Proposing.
When they was looking up for the ship to come. they had an Independence Day moment.
All of y'all are weirdos. For real. All y'all weirdos.
I ain't go outside to see that shit.
I went to sleep. That's what I did. Normal shit.
I did not go.
I took me a nice lengthy nap.
I said, what has that eclipse done for you? What has that eclipse done for you?
Exactly.
What bill has that eclipse paid for?
Right. I was like, absolutely.
I read this meme somewhere, and it was like somebody's black mama is off saying, "You better eclipse them dishes."
Facts.
Exactly.
Just is what it is.
Right.
Why? Because the truth is out there, and that wraps it up for this week's Why Files.
Yes.
Always answering why for you at WRTR Radio on Twitter. Y'all know all the rest of the bullshit. News to make you nauseous is up next. Remember, the truth is out there.
Most of us know that racism is both a mindset and a system, but how many of us understand that it is a threat to public health? It's not a disease, but it's an epidemic nonetheless. Throughout history, we've seen both a blatant disregard and calculated attacks on the health of Black and brown people. During segregation, when separate but equal really meant providing Black people with the most inadequate resources, healthcare included, to the experimentation of Black bodies, from injecting us with syphilis to performing hysterectomies without our consent. In the present day, the attacks are not as blatant, but they still exist. Due to medical racism and inadequate care, Black mothers are 3 times as likely to die during childbirth. Studies show that both Black and Hispanic people are more likely to not be believed when we have a health concern. We're also less likely to be administered pain medication due to the erroneous and common belief that Black people feel less pain. Due to wealth gaps caused by institutionalized racism, we're also less likely to have health insurance and more likely to live in areas that are deemed unsafe. So when we talk about racism on this app or any other platform, I just want to make sure we're very clear on how deep it runs.
And now, say what? News to make you nauseous on WRTR Real Talk Radio. Let's go.
Next up is news to make you
These are some of the stories you might not read about in the New York Times, the Washington Post, or the Wall Street Journal. It's news to make you nauseous. Miss Lyric, you said you want to go first. Go right on ahead.
All right. Say what? Los Angeles.
Say what?
All right. I'm going to read the title and then I'm going to get through it. A mother stabbed her partner to death and pushed her kids out of a moving car on a busy LA freeway before crashing her own car.
What?
Was worried about the solar eclipse.
What?
The tragic incident reportedly occurred in the early hours when the woman fatally stabbed her long-term boyfriend, identified as 29-year-old Jalen Allen Chaney, followed by a heated altercation in Woodland Hills, according to LAPD Valley homicide detectives. Residents of the apartment complex reported a a fucked up relationship between the couple, and we're just listen. I ain't even gonna try to. We ain't gonna alien back this motherfucking shit. Between the couple, and we're disturbed by the sound of screams from their apartment at 4 a.m. that morning. I called 911, said a neighbor who found the body. I said something bad must have happened here. She reportedly took her 2 kids into her vehicle before removing them on the I-405 freeway near Culver City. Officers from the California Highway Patrol discovered 2 young girls, one just 8 months and the other 9 years old, on the right shoulder of the freeway at approximately 4:30 a.m. A tragic incident occurred where the baby lost their life on the side of the road, while the young girls sustained moderate injuries and had to be hospitalized. Investigators concluded that the murders were linked to the tragic single-car accident, and the accident claimed the life of Danielle Johnson, who was the one who stabbed the boyfriend, the mother of the children, and the girlfriend of the deceased man. All because of the motherfucking eclipse.
That's
told
crazy.
y'all, motherfuckers is stupid.
Somebody was sitting there trying to tell me, they were like, see, you need to pay attention because they deploy in the National Guard, and anytime it's the National Guard, something going, like one of them real like creepy, like one of them kind of theories. But then I look at shit like this, and this is the whole reason that they have the National Guard out, because y'all gonna stop whatever you doing and tilt your head all the way back and look straight up in the sky like a dumbass. With them damn novelty ass glasses they be giving out during
damn cheap ass glasses.
I cannot.
First of all, why was Amazon trying to sell a pair of them damn glasses for $500? Please explain to me. $500 motherfucking dollars for some eclipse glasses. I said, you don't eclipse your ass out my face.
Ain't nowhere in the world.
Them, it's the same motherfucking glasses that they be giving out during Pride Month. Them the same novelty glasses. And I looked and I was like, wait a minute, y'all ain't up here staring at the sun with the booty watching glasses, are you?
He said the booty watching glasses.
For real?
Oh,
is that what we doing?
I wonder how many idiots watch that joint without glasses.
They don't.
I know at least a couple motherfuckers try. We got some real.
You know, somebody got the eyes got fucked up.
We got some special motherfuckers that live in America.
Right.
Yep. I bet you this week, them little walking sticks is on sale for the blind. I bet you they on. I bet you Amazon selling them bitches.
I'm done.
Better put that in your Amazon cart.
I am done. I am done. Say what, Colorado?
Say what?
A horrifying footage shows a 10-year-old autistic boy being beaten by his teaching aide, who allegedly abused at least 3 children for months, leaving them with bruises and marks.
Wow.
Kiara Jones, 29, has been charged with third-degree assault on an at-risk person last week and is scheduled for a preliminary hearing on May 3rd. In the video provided, Jones can be seen repeatedly punching the child, who has severe autism and no verbal ability, while they sat together on a school bus. Heartbroken parents of children at the Joshua School in Inglewood spoke out on Tuesday, alleging that the abuse on the school bus had persisted for months. How dare you fail my son in such a astonishingly preventable way.
Here we go.
Vestal, mother of Dax, who was seen being shut up. Who was seen being cruelly beaten in the school bus video, said as she wiped her tears away. So
that is horrible.
Yeah. How can you beat on a freaking? How can you be beating on children anyway? That ain't even your children.
Hold on, what did you say her name was? I'm just saying she sounded a little melanated.
Kiara Jones.
Yeah, Kiara Jones. Yeah, Kiara grew up in the hood where, you know, scared of rod, spoiled the child. Anyway.
Yeah, so she homegirl got arrested and charged for beating them kids.
Okie dokie.
That is sad.
not only can you not beat children that are not yours, but you especially should not be beating on special needs children, especially being a person that is apparently, I mean, I don't think that she would have gotten the job if she didn't have some kind of a certification.
Yeah, certificate. Yeah. Mm-hmm.
So I don't know how this happened. I don't know how this continues to happen, but here we sit. Say what, Tampa, Florida?
Say what?
Officials at the MacDill Air Force Base.
That's always something in Florida.
They say they have confirmed the location of a lost former black cemetery on the grounds of the base and identified 121 potential grave sites, capping 3 years of archaeological surveys and building on earlier findings. Between the 1840s and 1920s, dozens of individuals, mostly black, were buried in unmarked graves at the Port Tampa Cemetery in Tampa. The Air Force Base was built on the site between 1939 and 1941. The base started searching for grave sites in 2019 after historians of the Tampa Bay History Center alerted officials that there might be former black cemetery on that. And it might be a former land. Using ground penetrating radar and cadaver dogs, searchers found 100 possible unmarked graves between 2019 and 2021. That, unfortunately, wasn't enough to deem it as a gravesite, basically.
Well, if it was 100, you said they found 100 and how much?
Potential graves was 121, but when they actually went out, there weren't enough, to like use the actual imaging and things. The things that they found, they said that it wasn't enough graves to actually deem it cemetery ground, and that made me nauseous. I mean, it nauseates me, off the break because Florida, duh. But also because in an already outwardly racist ass society, Florida still continues to remind us over and over that they don't like black people.
They sure to crazy.
We got it, bitch. You hate the niggas. I mean, can we move on?
That's crazy.
If you want these and more nauseating news stories, oh sure, by all means.
Because I sent this one in the group and y'all just bypassed it, so I have to say this.
Excuse me.
Say what, Texas?
Say what?
A Texas nurse has been arrested after explicit videos were discovered on her husband's phone showing her engaging in inappropriate activities with her Great Dane.
I didn't ignore this. I just purposely saw it and said no. Just no.
I'm trying to nauseate the people.
Oh. You won. A Great Dane?
William Mitchell Kane. That's one of them. William Mitchell Kane was apprehended for engaging in inappropriate behavior at a Texas supermarket. Upon confiscating his phone, the police discovered deeply unsettling videos of his wife involved in intimate acts with the family dog. According to the police, the phone contained a significant number of disturbing videos and photos. Authorities conducted a search at the residence of Keene and his wife Jolie, removing their children aged 18 and 10, as well as their other 3 dogs. Jolie faced charges related to bestiality, while Mitchell faced charges related to possessing child pornography.
Child porn and the animal porn. You going under the jail. You know this caught some local news to where the people was like interviewing their neighbors, and then you had the nosy neighbor that was over there like, well, I saw their trash and I just thought they liked peanut butter a lot. So I mean,
that's nasty. That is nasty.
Is that what she looks like?
Yeah.
She likes melanin. Wow.
She look crazy.
That is nasty.
Interesting. A Great Dane, huh, girl? Wow. Okay. Go big or go home. You want these Make sure you follow us on Twitter at WRTR Radio. I'm at MARCUSSMOOT. That's Marcus Smoot.
I cannot.
You can find me on all social media platforms except for the pornography ones.
Dog Pound USA. Gross.
I cannot.
Yeah,
I'm done. I'm done.
You gonna tell the people your Twitter tagline or your OnlyFans or whatever?
Hey, this your boy Ted.
Oh, I guess.
And you can find me on Facebook at Tony Tickerman Nelson and on X and Instagram at Tickerman82. And of course, find me on my OnlyFans too.
Wait, Lyric, did you just Google Great Dane?
She did.
No, that was the actual fucking dog.
Oh,
I never
wow.
That's nasty.
They put the damn dog in there.
Wow.
I'm done.
That's a family photo of the dog, and that's the husband.
Yeah, some of y'all's cherished memories don't look like mine. Yikes.
I could not.
I only recently became aware of Gerard Carmichael, and so far I kind of can't stand him. I just saw a clip from The Breakfast Club where and please don't take this as me defending The Breakfast Club because I also can't stand that fucking platform. But he called himself checking Charlamagne for pushing the narrative that he enjoys race play with his white boyfriend. A narrative that was born out of a joke that Gerard told about how his boyfriend got him more into reading, something he compared to a slave being taught to read by their master. And now fast forward, Gerard is saying that this joke was taken out of context. First, this is my issue with some of the people in interracial relationships. Y'all be the ones talking about the racial dynamics in your relationship in the most cringy way possible. And then when people side-eye it, y'all act like we're Klan members who want Loving v. Virginia to be reversed. You as a black man decided to tell a joke that frames you as a slave and your boyfriend as a master. There ain't much context needed for that. And while you may not enjoy race play in the bedroom, if anybody wanted to have that idea, you damn sure gave them the opportunity to form it. So don't start backtracking and getting defensive because the public did not react the way that you thought they would to that joke. I also hate how comedians and fans alike have adopted this idea that comedy is the one form of oral communication or media that can't be criticized. Y'all still under my Dave Chappelle video months later mad as hell that I'll call him an ignorant motherfucker that makes ignorant comedy, something that I stand by. But y'all don't get his freedom of speech goes both ways. As an established comedian, you can tell whatever joke you want to tell, and if that fan base is strong enough, somebody's always going to be around to laugh at it. Fine. But that doesn't mean that everyone has to laugh. You can think your joke is funny, and I can think it's some wild, stupid, dumbass, inflammatory ass bullshit. The end.
Keeping it 100. It's Real Talk. On WRTR, Real Talk Radio. We keep it real.
On March 25th, federal agents raided the music mogul's residence. That would be Sean Puff Daddy or P. Diddy Combs or whatever his name is. Residences in Los Angeles and Miami. NBC News reported that the search warrants are connected to a federal investigation into allegations of sex trafficking, sexual assault, and the solicitation and distribution of illegal narcotics and firearms. But do you know what he's not on trial for? He is not on trial for having consensual gay sex with niggas, which is what everybody just seems to be focused on. And I'm just trying to figure out why. I want to convey this message, but I mean, let's just get into it.
First of all, some of them were not consensual. Some of them came out of bribery. Some of them came out of blackmail. Some of them came out of fear. That's where all of these lawsuits come from. So we have to be fair when we speak about this.
This is
now,
true.
Some of them were consensual, like Meek Mill, allegedly. Hey, Philly's own, allegedly was also intimate with said Diddy. Now, I done heard the audio that was leaked.
We've all heard the audio.
Joe, that was hilarious. I was
and when I tell you, it don't sound AI-ish to me. It sounds like it's getting very authentic.
You sounded like you enjoyed yourself there, bro.
What? Not to mention also that people are starting to listen more and more to his albums, Dreams and Nightmares, I think it is. He says a line as an intro into one of his songs, people gonna be mad about what I did with Diddy.
What'd you do there, girl?
What you do with him? What you do with him? Well, we heard the audio. We know what you did with him. So my thought is, yes, that part's fucked up that people are like saying that, but let's get down to the nitty gritty. This motherfucker was forcing himself on people. This nigga was sex trafficking people.
Yeah,
he was doing a lot of shit, and even before now that all of this is coming out, let's look at what he's done in the past that people haven't talked about. He's always had like a shady ordeal about himself. It's always been hush hush, but people have always said that he steals from his artists. As you can see, like anybody that has been associated with him, they don't get their money. They be broke. Is living a very lavish lifestyle. How is that happening?
And he just recently last year gave a few artists rights to their music.
Yeah, but why do you think that is? Because all of this stuff is about now.
Exactly.
He knew the chickens was coming home to roost.
He already
Not only that, and this is not alleged, he hung somebody over a balcony. This is in a documentary.
Oh, yeah. What you call him? Yeah. Yeah.
So he's capable of a lot of stuff. Yeah.
Very much so.
Yeah.
But again,
not to mention the weird shit surrounding his baby mom, Kim Porter's death. I just do not believe that she just died of natural causes. I do not. My very first thought was Diddy did that shit. Why?
And there are other girls that got killed that was about to do a tell-off. The other girl that was about to do the tell-off, she ended up getting killed too.
Right.
So
and then you have to realize that there's transcripts when you have a book. Where those transcripts go? Where's the book? She was literally done with it. Where is the book? Nobody's like putting two and two together. Like, come on, yo. He's not a good dude. And I don't care how much he changes his name to Doctor or Brother Love or whoever. He's not a good dude.
I don't know who that is.
Brother Love or Love. I don't care how much you try to spin your shit. It still won't
not Brother Love behavior.
What goes down in the dark, baby, will always reach that light every single time. And I don't feel sorry for him. Same shit happened with R. Kelly. We all seen that fucked up ass tape of him pissing on that 13-year-old.
Oh, that girl.
We knew it.
And people were still. And people still to this day.
Music.
Exactly. People still to this day do that shit. People still to this day. Like, if you gonna be that person, just say, you know what? I fuck with R. Kelly. I'm not turning off Remix to Ignition. I cannot live without it. I'm just not. And just let it be that. And stop with the foolishness. Stop with the you guys separate.
But I'm gonna tell you this: the reason why you can't separate the music from the artist is because in a lot of those lyrics,
the perversion is in the art. The perversion is in the art. It's in there.
Exactly.
Dog.
Exactly.
Like it's just like what we were talking about at the beginning of the show with the Dan Schneider shit. Like how we now have to look at that and feel icky and gross and all of that because you now
see all of this was going on.
Yes, you know now what this is about. This isn't an innocent child show to where we can kiki and caca. This is not any of that. This is like literally somebody's perverse obsession. And it's in the art. So no, I can't respect the art. No, I can't separate the art from the artist. But one thing that I really want to highlight on is the fact that y'all aren't letting this just be about his sexual allegations. Y'all keep using terms like replacing no homo with no Diddy. And if we do the numbers, or better yet, we ain't even gonna go there. If we just do the fact that you are replacing no homo with Diddy with no Diddy, tells me where y'all's mindsets are anyways. It is. Homos aren't running around doing. Let me take that back because I know some of y'all gonna go there.
He said, "No, let me take that back."
Hold on. Let me say this. If we do the numbers, I'm gonna go back to what I was originally gonna say. If there's anybody that's a little bit cringy, the numbers dictate that it's more straight cisgender heterosexual men than it is anybody else. Now, that's first. Secondly, it is damaging for even the gays out here that are saying, oh, the no Diddy thing, because again, you're not focusing on what his actual allegations are. Y'all heard dick in the booty and got all giggly. Literally. That's literally what you did. Oh, dick in the booty. Ooh, come on, booty jokes. And everybody's just ran with this dumbass narrative. And I can't respect it. I don't understand it. I don't understand like your thought process behind it. Then, it further highlights what people are in the closet for. Y'all want to make fun of the fact that he in the closet. Yeah, he's done a lot of heinous things, but he's also in the closet. And the reason that he's in the closet is because y'all do ignorant shit like this. This is the whole reason there is a closet. But Diddy is just...
I don't even think he's in a closet. I don't even think he's in a closet. I think that motherfucker is just a sexual deviant. To be honest with you, I don't even think he's just gay. Yeah. I think he's willing to try any and everything. That's a difference. Let's start there. That's a difference
between over here, party over there,
and being a sexual deviant. That nigga is nasty. Period. Exactly. All the way across the board. So I don't
leave us out of it
in this conversation.
Exactly. Because leave the gays out of it. We ain't got nothing to do with that. Diddy.
Right. That's where I'm at with it, because that motherfucker is just
keep it in the closet.
And speaking of lyrics, if y'all listen to some of his songs, he be telling on himself in them shits too. Mm-hmm. Remember that I Need a Girl joint? He said we was more than he was like brothers.
What? He said what?
That shit don't even make fucking sense. Mm-hmm. Something about we would fight undercovers.
Oh, I do remember that lyric.
Why? That's what I'm saying. Like, you cannot separate the artist from the music because they have to coexist. They have to.
And then,
I do it. I'm a writer. I'm a singer. All my music is from personal experiences of mine or things that I see people go through.
Usher mom just did some little interview too, telling about all the stuff that she knew Diddy was doing
to her son,
to Usher. Yep. And Usher
girl.
even came out and
wow.
She said, and Usher had an interview too, and was like. And one of the questions that they asked Usher, he said he's seen some things. He said he's seen some wild things because he went. Diddy took Usher on this wing when he was real young, and one of the questions that was asked to Usher, would you allow your kids to go to Diddy boot camp? He said, "Oh hell no."
He said, "Absolutely not."
He said, "Absolutely not. Hell no."
Wow.
That right there tells you he's a sexual deviant.
Yeah. He said, "Oh
very
hell
no,
hell no." Hell no, I'm not leaving.
Absolutely not.
Yeah, right. Come on
now.
He said absolutely not.
Come on now.
This is crazy.
That's the same thing as would you let your daughter spend a night with R. Kelly? That's the same thing. They in the same room.
Listen, why do y'all keep making memes like that shit too? Please stop this. Oh well, you know what? One night at Diddy's house or this, that, and the third. I'm like, oh, the niggas. The internet.
Nah, but I do like the memes. I ain't gonna lie. I think I sent y'all one that said "Indidious," and that shit took me out. I ain't gonna lie. That shit was funny. Yeah. Those memes.
it is. The memes are funny, but when you have unintelligent people, like like you are an intelligent woman. Tigger Man is
don't do it.
Either way. Honestly, but the average person isn't going to understand that the difference between the two. So it's more damaging in an already, hard society to break through. It really is. It does nobody any justice. So just be mindful of the jokes you make, y'all. It just is what it is. That's all I'm gonna leave y'all with.
All right.
Did he do it or did he not?
Totally.
Anyways.
We appreciate you guys listening to this each and every week. And we... No, I saw you whipping your hair like a white woman. I still don't understand. I don't know. Before you break his damn neck, we better get out of here. We'll holler at y'all next week.
Bye.
WRTR Real Talk Radio.
This week's episode showcases talents of TikTok creators Goddess Mia, I Am Lonnie B, Chris the Author, and Kira _NoTube, using our platform to amplify your voices.